the armband that launched a controversy. An armband is worn by a leader or a captain of a team. Anza Tshabusa is a team captain and the leader of this young sports management company. He came up with the idea to offer the armband as a brand. Anza is one of the founding members of PManagement. Then he was 17 years old. Now he distributes sportswear across the country. They also change sports products for marketing purposes. Sports products such as this armband.
Playing around with the armband, I was like to myself, how would people react seeing me wearing the armband? And I was like, why not start a trend? And first I was like, why not put a few words to it? For example, one that describes a person. Maybe one will say he's a leader, one will say he's friendly, and have a whole bunch of people wearing these bands with different names on them. Then it clicked that no, why not for the World Cup?
That click led to samples, which turned to presentations. Anza was aware that he needed to protect his idea.
I ensured before I went to present to anyone, I had to make sure that I'm protected myself so that no one else can take it away from me. So I followed those procedures to get myself protected.
Feeling safe, Anza presented his brand band idea to the Chief Marketing Officer of the 2010 Organizing Committee, Derek Carstens. He says Carstens was impressed with the idea and urged him to register as a 2010 official supplier. The LOC wanted to use it for during the final FIFA draw in Cape Town.
2 months before the draw, I was always making my follow-ups. I delivered all samples, everything that I was requested to do, I did it. 2 weeks before the draw, when I called in and was speaking to a lady by the name of Anza Tshabusa, she dropped a bombshell and told me that they will not be using the concept for the draw ceremony, but they'll be using it next year, being this year, for the stadiums in regards to the VIP.
Anza says he saw his brand band idea on the pictures taken during the 2010 FIFA final draw in Cape Town. This made him very disappointed and sent Derek Carstens an email.
Company was not used, was lied to, and still to this day, no apology whatsoever. That's when we had to take the necessary steps forward.
That step was to prove a big headline. Anza and his company filed a 20 million rand lawsuit against the LOC. We asked Anza why his brand band idea is worth 20 million rand.
It's not just a value that we would come up with. You get your professionals to assess, for example, your damages, etc., etc. It's not something that we just woke up and said, no, let's do this. We did everything accordingly, to make sure we get to the right figure.
We needed a comment from the LOC, only to get no comment from both Derek Carstens' office and the attorneys Edwin Nathan and Sonnenberg. No court date has been set, nor have both parties met to discuss, but Anza is still hoping for an agreeable solution.
If the LOC had come to me and said, you know what, we apologize for this, here's a World Cup ticket to the opening Bafana Bafana game against Mexico and a little bit of compensation, we all could have been happy. But no one stood up and acknowledged, and said anything. That's why we're in the situation that we are today.
It seems that this story is not over yet, and we'll keep an eye out for the developments.